What, is there somewhere we can go and do that?
You can go and do a survival.
I knew it.
And go and do a survival camp
Swear
experience.
down.
Fire by friction. They teach you how to make a fire with the drill, with the bow thing. We get the string, put the stick in.
Okay. I want to learn that. I want to learn that.
Fire management, which I can do. Sick. Modern shelter system. Shelter construction.
Modern shelter.
Campcraft. Safe night.
Yeah, but
I would like that.
Do you really need to go on a course for these things?
Selection.
I could YouTube it.
Trust me, you do.
You can
When the
probably
wind and rain starts
Animal tracks and feeding signs. Natural navigation using the sun, stars, plants, trees, and weather.
run it.
Outdoor hygiene.
Run it. Next excursion.
Outdoor hygiene.
We're
Camp
doing
cooking. Wild food. Plant and tree identification.
No.
And their
Say no
uses.
more. You said enough.
If you were a homeless man, yeah, would you want to be taught these things?
100%.
And just do you remember when?
I
Do you
haven't
remember
taken
Warden
homelessness
Hills?
to
Do you
be
remember
fair.
Warden Hills? Do you remember Warden Hills? The man who managed to live far deep into the hills. You know.
In the dens, we used to make dens up in the big.
Wait, who
bushes.
used to live there?
But he's
Man
saying
is
it's
a
a
homeless
person.
man.
A person.
Is it?
A homeless man.
Used
yeah.
to live in the hill.
But to be fair to him, when we there was a stage where we used to get some not so savoury things in the hills, right?
Mm.
So
That's,
you could.
bro, you need to elaborate.
We used to,
We're in the pod.
we used to go and we used to start fires. We start fires all the time.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
in these little things, manageable fires, small fires.
Yeah.
But you used to get these on Warden Hill. There's these massive like bushes, but the insides are quite clear.
Yeah.
But there's loads.
Just
of
a
them.
random thing.
Yeah, bare. We used to call them dens.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Used to be like, it used to be all bush and shrubbery on the outside.
Yeah.
Used to find an entrance, creep in, and they're just nice empty little huts, little houses.
Yeah.
So if you're homeless, you can live up there. Bro.
Yeah.
And the rain wouldn't even bother you too much. The cold would, but the rain isn't too bad because it's so sheltered.
So
honestly.
sheltered,
I
yeah.
know bear rabbits up there, foxes and that.
There's
Yeah.
actually
You're alright.
I'm gassed. My best life.
Birds. They got red kites over there.
Wait, so
as
you
well.
actually met someone who used to
I didn't meet.
No, but you can see
I was
sleeping
a
bags
kid.
and cans and shit. So
you knew people were there?
yeah, you can. People definitely stay there, bro. You can see
sleeping bags,
signs of
sleeping
homelessness.
bags.
Okay.
But people need to be homeless in this country, man. People that sleep. That's why they tend to call them rough sleepers in England, not homeless. Because there's so many shelters and charities, and it's like you can go and get help, man. Some people that, without being rude, they're choosing to sleep.
So is there space then? Because why are people not going there then?
Because when people give them money to get to the shelter, they're spending it on crack, bro.
Oh, so they pay to stay at these
No,
things.
no. They basically need to self-identify who they are and what they believe. Because someone might be choosing to be of the nature and of wilderness, and someone might genuinely be homeless or had bad times.
Yeah.
So they probably should have to self-identify. But overall, we would probably just say, yeah.
But
homeless
if
this
you're
or
homeless,
this,
if you're
that.
actually homeless and you go to council, I have no home. They have to home you somewhere.
Yeah.
They have to put
somewhere, yeah, there'll be a system for
It
that.
might not be permanent, but you don't have to sleep on the street.
No.
If you go to be like, yo, I got nowhere to stay with, man. You know what? I have no address. They'll find you a hotel, a motel, something. They'll find you somewhere to sleep. There's a hotel around the corner from my work, and I know the woman that runs that hotel. Right, lovely woman. She obviously doesn't get annoyed, but she's like, it's very annoying when they bring the homeless people in because she goes, a majority of them turn up because they need somewhere to safely do their crack. So she'll go in the morning to clean up the room, and there's bare crack paraphernalia, foil, fucking cans.
Right.
Yeah. So she gets annoyed when they turn up because she goes, some of them are alright, but she goes, most of them just need somewhere to do their crack and they're not going to get jumped for it, and that's what happens.
And then they keep it moving.
So
They keep it moving, bro.
So do you think the crack addiction comes first or the homelessness comes first?
Crack addiction.
Crack.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Someone could lose that. They go from being in a house, bread it up, shubs in, next thing you know, crack, boom.
Yes. Bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Interesting.
That's pretty much common knowledge, I feel.
I agree. I think it probably goes both ways, but I feel like we should probably check some stats on this. But I feel like it's probably more common that if they're homeless and addicted to drugs, it's more common that they were addicted to drugs first. Obviously, you can get people who become homeless and then get a bit mixed in with the wrong people. And that
Yeah, look at the situation. And there's quite a few charities in Luton that deal with homelessness. You're on the streets. You're already becoming quite numb, dejected from society, and most like drug taking is about sorting out the pain. So you're already under all this stress and pain. I'm not saying they go, yeah, I might as well do some crack, but you basically are wondering where to turn.
If the man next to you is doing crack and he's having a great
He's
time.
having a great. You're both in the same situation.
Yeah.
It's January -5. You're dying and he's there just grinning ear to ear. You're like, I want some of that
Big man,
grinning
pass the
energy.
pipe.
Pass the pipe, bro.
There we go.
Where are them rocks, bro? Give me
The
2 rocks.
anatomy, the psychology of someone on hard times.
True.
So, back to Warden Hill, because I'm interested to know
Yeah.
a bit more about that. Like, how many people live up there?
I don't, bro. We
What's
don't
that like?
take inventory.
No. But I
Someone
think there was
should.
once I actually spoke. I think I even mentioned it to Mumsy one day, and she knew of him. I think maybe seen. He used to come. He used in the daytime. He would come into. I don't know. He would come off out of the hills basically. He would come back to civilization. Maybe to try to get some money and some food and whatever. And then he'd go and just sleep up the hills, man.
Okay.
You can be
Sleeping bag.
you can be comfortable up there. Though, I'm not gonna lie. From us just playing up there, because Jordan and I used to live. You used to come out of mine, Jordan's house, and the Warden Hill was right there. Literally, there's a fence and it's right there. So we used to play on it often, every day. So yeah, you can actually sleep there quite, and there's bear because obviously you can go all up there by the golf course. You can start walking to Barton Springs from Warden Hill.
I've done that.
Off
That's
off the road. So
Is
there's-
it-
yeah.
So is it national conservation or
Yeah,
some
National Park,
kind of-
yeah.
It's protected, yeah.
So I've done it where
Area
I've done
of
the
outstanding
walk
natural beauty or
from
something
Warden
like that.
Hills all the way to Barton Springs and back.
Yeah.
We did it back in the day.
Like, we did that as
And
well.
we did all the
Cross curriculum week.
yeah.
Yeah, we did it as adults as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
A few
yeah.
times, yeah.
But no,
We
so
always go there whenever Bleach goes to film. He always films over that side as well.
Yeah.
And then,
you can sleep up there quite comfortably, man. Obviously,
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're looking for someone
Yeah,
to sleep and
next
sleep in Barton,
excursion.
Warden Hill, bro.
John, don't do that.
Excursion.
That's bare loud.
Oh,
I can hear all the vibration. Of
that's
it.
so bad. I just rock the spring when I'm talking to you, man.
I was thinking, what's that noise?
Well, next excursion survival camp.
Of course.
Don't
This guy already does orienteering.
don't say it if you don't mean it,
Orienteering.
because you know full well.
So I'll go choke out a rabbit now.
Pay-
We're just going to turn it on the day, Jordan. We're going to do that thing we want to do. You know?
Bro, I'm coming through like Lenny.
Oh, God.
Oh my days.
Anybody that left high school in 2009 definitely knows Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Oh my! When that question popped in GCSE English,
What was
we
it?
were all gassed.
What was the question?
Because remember, all year in year 11, they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, one of the common questions in GCSE English lit was describe Lenny,"
Describe.
him.
and we spent
The
a
whole year, just watching Mice and Men.
doing Of Mice and Men and practicing this describe Lenny question. And
Describe.
they were like, it might come, it might not come, but if it comes, you got set. I remember opening the paper, seeing it,
Wow.
I was gassed. Oh,
Is this like when albums get leaked and all the teachers just knew the question's going to be on it?
Yeah.
We know this, just keep running it.
it's crazy how we left school now. We know that they were just preparing us for the exams. They weren't teaching us anything.
Nothing.
I have straight B's in French.
Wow.
Tell
Straight
me some
B's.
French.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Well,
And
this is
I
another thing.
got
I
that
did
from the Christina
German.
Aguilera song.
I did German for 2 years. I know about 3 German words.
Oh my
swear.
god.
I can say my
Scoring
name.
system.
I know how to say MP3, MP dry spieler.
Not gonna lie, Lewis, your name in German should still be Lewis.
Yeah, it's bad. In case like, my name is.
Lewis. Bro, I did French for 5 years.
Yeah, that's it.
I did French for 5 years.
Oh my gosh.
Did you know French at the time? Did you actually speak the lingo and that? And write.
So
You have to write.
I am the king of cram revision.
Right.
Like
So
the
at the time,
king. So,
you know about
so
you.
the night before and the day of, I was French.
I
You might have called me Thierry Henry, bro.
Oh.
Because the
The
speaking.
night before and the day of.
I was French. The speaking one, they give you some cue cards. And on the cue cards, you can see pictures like I went to a picnic, me and my girlfriend, and went to the movies, went and bought some snacks, went for dinner, and then we went home, right? But what
Yeah.
happens is the examiner will pick different points out. So you couldn't cheat by learning the story and just relaying it. So you pick different points out and ask you questions on what you bought, where you bought it, how much was it, what movie did you see, what time did it start.
Right.
Brother, man was there. Brother, smashed it. I remember we did the mock exams at the start of the year, and my friend teacher's like, "Oh, I don't know if you're gonna be ready." I was like, "Miss, trust me, I'm ready." I was like, "Nah, John." I said, "John, you flopped it." I said, "Trust me, miss, I'll be ready." When we finished the actual exam, she got up, screamed, and hugged me. And in my head, I'm like, you just committed a crime. She screamed. She got up and she's like, ah! And she gave me the tightest hug.
Wait. This is when the exam is happening.
Yeah.
So you already knew you got A star?
Yeah, I already know I passed it. I knew that straight away. I know I got more than a C.
Mad.
Because she gave me a C in the mark and she goes, nah, I don't know, I expected more from you. I was like, miss, trust me, I got you.
Okay.
So
So
now
you had a nice teacher, didn't you?
Yeah.